Alright, so hello and welcome to the video. My name is Wade Smith. In this video, I'm going to talk about the so-called slippery slope argument that atheists and other sinners claim is a fallacy. I'm going to point out that it's not a fallacy. Alright, the slippery slope argument of morality, every time the unbelievers legalize one more act of evil and sin by getting a majority in Congress somehow, which is usually the Democratic Party doing this, every time they legalize one more act of sin, they then want to come behind a year or two later and legalize another act of sin. And now we have people on the internet who are having sex with animals because they legalized homosexual marriage. Now they want to marry animals, like they did in the Bible when God destroyed those people. Uh, and so when they legalized abortion and they gave women equal rights, the women decided that they wanted to be homosexuals and decided that they wanted to murder babies. Then when they legalized homosexual marriage and abortion, they decided they want when they legalized abortion, they then decided they wanted to legalize homosexual marriage. It took them another 50 years to legalize homosexual marriage, but they eventually got it. And then now that they've legalized homosexual marriage, they want to have sex with animals, which is in Louisiana still considered crime against nature as a felony. Uh, but now they want to have sex with animals, so now they have videos on the internet of human beings having sex with animals. Although I don't know if they're on YouTube or not, I haven't seen any of them. I found out about this a couple months ago from a woman complaining about it on another internet forum that I sometimes visit. And I told her, don't look at that. You don't need that crap in your head. But they are literally men and women having sex with animals and posting their videos of doing that with animals on the internet now on some channels and on some pages. So don't tell me that the slippery slope argument isn't true. It is true. Every time you legalize one form of evil, you want to legalize another form of evil a few months or a few years later. So you are, in fact, going down a slippery slope to hell itself, even though you claim that I'm creating a fallacy by saying that. You're ridiculous. For people who hold that position, you're completely ridiculous. The Constitution does not give you a right to do any damn thing you want to do, especially in the First Amendment. The First Amendment gives you a right to worship God as you see fit, not worship the devil or be a witch or an atheist. The stupid thing is people think the word religion means anything you want it to mean, and it does not. The people who wrote the Constitution were deists. They believe in a scientific almighty God, and atheism and witchcraft are different aspects, and Satanism are all different aspects of the same thing. They deny that there's a God. All right. The Constitution does not give you a right to deny God. As a matter of fact, George Washington and Thomas Jefferson's generations used to still burn witches and Satanists at the stake. So you can't be claiming that the First Amendment gives you a right to be a witch or a Satanist. That's nonsense. And then when you get the right to be a witch, a Satanist, or an atheist, you'll want to be a right to be a Baal worshiper or a Moloch or Chemosh worshiper and burn 5-year-olds at the stake just as an offering to your false god. Because that's how it goes. That'll be the next step. You already have abortion. Then the woman want abortion 7 days after the due date. Hillary Clinton and Nancy Pelosi do. And then you'll want to be able to burn 5-year-olds to your false god next. That's the next step on the slippery slope, is to burn 5-year-olds at an altar like the Baal worshippers and Moloch and Chemosh worshippers used to do. And that's about the only thing that we don't do now that the evil people in Israel used to do. Is human sacrifice of somebody that's already been born is literally the only sin that isn't legalized in most states anymore.